So this next session is a special acknowledgement of a special person, a woman who has been a mother and a teacher and a role model for so many. And to introduce her fully, please welcome again Maitili Marika.
Yalmay Yunupingu is the daughter of Mataman Marika, a senior Ririchingu leader and statesman. Mataman and his brothers, the oldest of which was my grandfather, Maulan I, were at the centre of Yolngu life and at the front of the early contests between pastoralists and Yolngu in the 1930s. Mataman, like his brother, was a skilled hunter, ceremony man, trader, and warrior. Yalmay's parents were present when the Yirrkala mission started, and with the missionaries and the other Yolngu clans, they made their way into a new world. Yalmay was born in 1955 at Yirrkala and has lived the majority of her life there. Watching the world change and different forces come to bear on Yolngu people, from the mission to the mine, to the miners who brought with them alcohol and kava and a rough way of life. Her homeland and strength is Yalangbara, where the ancestral Jankawa travelled to witness creation, guided by Banumber, the morning star. Like the Jankawa sisters, she is a creator and an educator of the highest degree. Of the Yirrkala school, of bilingual education, and of peace and harmony. A teacher linguist, she is a fierce protector of Yolngu language, one of the most precious gifts of creation given by the Jankawa. Yalmay has translated books into Yolngu Mata languages and taught both ways bilingual education for her whole career. She has stood firm, standing against the Northern Territory government policies which dictated that Northern Territory schools should teach only in English language in 1998, and against the intervention in 2007. Under her guidance, the Yirrkala school has received bilingual accreditation in 1980, and bilingual students have outperformed their non-bilingual counterparts. Yalmay was appointed senior teacher at the school in 2004, and today she is often called Mother of the school. She was awarded the Northern Territory Government's Teaching Excellence Awards in remote primary category for her work at Yirrkala, and her artwork has featured in exhibitions in Australia and the United States. She has also been an honorary fellow at Charles Darwin University and is a professor of education at the University of Melbourne. She retired in early 2023 after 40 years at the school, and rightly so. On the 25th of January 2024, she was announced as the 2024 Senior Australian of the Year and travelled to Canberra to accept the award. Today we acknowledge Yalmay for her life's work. Congratulations, Mukul Markapme, on your life's journey, and please accept our appreciation for what you have done for our community.
Thank you, everyone. My theme is with kurta uma worko, the same theme as for Garmath this year. As I tell you this story, I'd like you to picture this. You can close your eyes and open your eyes and listen. Work metaphor. Think about the people, young, old, emerging, and anyone for this matter. This message talks about the natural environment that are living and non-living things that Yolngu people are very much strongly involved, strongly connected to. Picture yourself, because it will also represent you. And if you are Yolngu in this crowd, please picture this. Ngai ko lai chukong, ka mayang, ka churup tuma, malai chama mingana. Kurta uma worko, lighting up the fire for rebirth of the environment, bringing and encouraging back the new growth to nature. Work is burning off season. It is burning the old and dead grass and trees that are broken and fallen. We do this every once a year at a right season. This is a season we call Rarandara. Fire is very dangerous to play with, but it gives us warmth and comfort. It is a very totemic, sacred name to Gumet clans and others, because they all call themselves Skurta, fire. The fire going through is work, renewal of the country and land. This promotes rejuvenation, revitalization, and revival, which is Yolngu is referred to as work. It takes us back to ancient living culture. The cycle and recycle of the living things on this planet throughout all Yolngu seasons. We are sustainable hunters and gatherers for all seasons. The cycle of the sunset, the tide ebbing and flowing, the phases of the moon, the wind and the rain, the life that we all breathe, nurture, and celebrate. The birthing gives new and healthy land. We do this to remote any danger, and it also process of cleaning, and it's clear the space. This is a realm that we pass down to us, that we should look after our country, country just like as we look after each other. Work metaphor indicates people, children, culture, language. Two moieties, Yirija and Dua, Manikai, Bongol, and how we are connected through Guruto, kinship, and Jalkri, our foundation grounding in connecting us to everything, including the environment around us. Part of our tradition, we teach our children. We do smoking ceremony on them. It is not punishment, but disciplining and healing. It is a time of disciplining students so that they can grow up strong, and to live a healthy lives in safe environment. I was a teacher and a teacher linguist at this bilingual school, Gulkula, for 4 decades. And now a Senior Australia of the Year 2024. I am retired from teaching now, but still involved in the school. Our genealogy is connected to the environment. Yolngu people are very much a part of the natural environment, living and non-living things. We continue to practice and teach this through manike, song, bungol, dance, wangara, totems, tawo, stories, minki, art, milkari, regenerations crying to the land and our people, tarok, languages, koroto, kinship, jalkri, the foundation, map, skin names, papuro, clans, wanga, land, kapo, water, land and on sea. At Gulkula School, as young educators, we teach students Kaltarom through Garma maths, yothuyindi, mother and child, Mari Kutara, grandmother and grandchild. Through the eyes of Yolngu, Kalta is the starting point, a meeting place for people and to make agreement and looking at a bigger picture. This is how we teach us through culture through the school. The teaching of Yolngu concepts such as Jalkri and Goroto in the school started in 1986 together with my husband, Dr. Mandawa Yunupingu. At that time, we formed a band called, he formed a band called Yothuyindi. And this is also when he was instrumental in setting up yothuyindifoundation and conceptualizing, starting Karma Festival in 1990. A concept that he shared with his family and the world. The name Yothuyindi came from teaching students at Gulkula School about their identity, relationships, responsibilities, and accountability as a Yolngu person to the land and everything in Yolngu world, Mari Kutara. Mandawi saw that his fire needed to ignite and process of work, the renewal, the regrowth through education, empowering Yolngu by bringing us to common ground. The theme for Garma this year, Kurtaoma Worko. It's good for people to understand and respect why work metaphor is important. This year, work is coming soon to a fresh start and new beginning of new growth and life. Cycles of revegetation, regeneration, rejuvenation, the renewal and the rebirth of all the nation, and regeneration of the land, and the fresh new beginning of life cycle. We should all stand up and educate ourselves, our children, our young people, to be strong citizens of this country, Australia, and stay strong and focused. I have taken a song from Whitney Houston and it changed a few words as follows. I believe that our children are our future leaders, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Let them lead the way. Show the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride, dignity, and identity. Not to be Balanda, but Yulngo living in two worlds. Kurta Umaworko, lighting the fire for rebirth of the environment and to build our nation strong. Ka. Thank you.